9-5 professional mixed martial arts record. Hasn't fought since back in February 2010 when he lost to Yamamoto Hanshi.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know why he's getting back into MMA at this point in his life.
To prove he's better at it than CM Punk. I mean, that should be any wrestler's goal when they MMA it up.
I guess then he probably is. But
he's got the stature for it. I'd like to see him in a real fight.
Oh, yeah, he's a good MMA guy, but he gets older every year. Like
right. Oh, he's going to get his ass pounded by Tito Ortiz, but it'll still be fun to watch.
I mean, Tito Ortiz is old as shit. I remember I remember playing Tito Ortiz in the very first UFC fucking PS1 game.
Right.
That kind of dates him, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's funny to think that his last match was in November 2018 against Chuck Liddell. I mean, I thought Chuck Liddell had been retired for fucking forever now.
He had been before that, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chuck Liddell is, again, another old-timer.
Chuck Liddell is somebody I'd love to see enter the wrestling world.
These are obviously two big names. This is Hogan Andre from WrestleMania 3. It's like, it's two big names going at it, but you know it's not going to be a great match.
Yeah.
I don't dog either one of them for doing it. I think it's great. And more power to him. And it will help to
fuel Alberto's new wrestling endeavor, I would assume.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm guessing that's why he's doing it, because he's got a new company and, you know. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes, indeed.
And most girls will tell you that, Pasty, because Fight Like a Girl is a new series produced by WWE Studios and Critical Content, which will air on mobile-first media platform QB.
Oh boy.
According to a press release,
all over again.
Each episode will feature WWE Chief Brand Officer Stephanie McMahon.
Chief Brandy Officer. Get it right.
Pairing a WWE female superstar with a young woman struggling with a personal issue that has been holding her back. My tits are too big. My butt causes too many men to smile at me. Oh, my face is so gorgeous that everybody wants to date me. Oh, it's so hard to be a woman.
Try taking a Tombstone piledriver onto thumbtacks. That's my advice.
The WWE stars will draw from their own life experiences to help their trainees overcome obstacles and become tougher, stronger, and healthier versions of their former selves, both inside and out.
Heartwarming. I'm not going to watch it.
No, me neither.
I don't know what a Quibi is, but keep it the fuck away from me. Now, this is a little thing I just wrote up yesterday, but this week I skipped Raw because I had heard it was back to the same old bullshit. I would assume after Paul Heyman had his little hands on it, Vince is like, I can keep this ship running straight. Take the week off, Heyman. And it just went right back down the shitter. But hearing that Kevin Owens dropped a pipe bomb promo on SmackDown made me tune in. And the promo was
and you were disappointed.
The promo was pretty solid. He cut at Shane for stealing camera time from superstars that deserved it, and for calling himself the best in the world, which he definitely is not. I'm looking forward to seeing more of an anti-hero Owens, but that isn't what caught me. During a match between Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura, all of a sudden the picture moved to the side and it was reduced to about a fifth of the screen as they used the right half of the screen for running an ad. I called bullshit. So there's no wrestling during commercial breaks, but this is still acceptable? But to my surprise, they didn't just run one ad, but an entire commercial breaks worth of ads while the match continued on the left portion of my screen. Slowly, my rage faded. They only did this a couple of times, because most of the breaks still happen naturally between matches and promos. But as a solution, this could be okay. Air your ads at the same time as the match. Don't ruin it for the fucking people who paid huge money to see it live. Keep it going.
Pacey, I'm gonna fucking tell you how I feel about this bullshit.
Yes, you tell me.
Okay? I'm gonna fucking tell you.
me.
That's the perfect way.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a fucking no-brainer.
Now, in hindsight, I didn't catch it, but apparently...
You let everybody watch the in-ring action at a smaller portion, which is
and
fine.
The volume was very muted on the wrestling, and it was all commercial audio.
Yes, but, Pacey, they're literally paying $0 for it, right? Oh, shit. So, these people get to watch what's going on, and hear what's going on, and... There's a commercial going on over here. This is YouTube.
Yep.
This is YouTube. Better than YouTube because you get to distract yourself with what's actually going on.
Yes,
right?
Indeed.
This is
I
good.
thought it was really
this
good.
Is good.
Yes.
WWE did something fucking right. Oh, shit.
Hey, I mean, Raw did it last week. SmackDown did it this week.
Okay.
It's,
So, let's throw this question out here. We're running out of time, but I'm going to throw this question out here. Was this a Eric Bischoff and...
I would assume Bischoff probably had his hands on it. I mean, it still wasn't perfect. From what I heard, too, is also last week, Paul Heyman didn't run the whole show, but he had specific things he wanted to be done a certain way to build into it. Because both of them aren't fully taking over until after Extreme Rules.
That's what I've heard. But is this a Heyman-Bischoff thing?
Yeah, I think it is. It's new, it's different, and it feels right. That's not something Vince gets ever, so...
I like it. WWE did something good. I liked doing this.
It is good.
I'm okay with this. Do it. Fine. I'm good.
Now, I didn't see it because I wasn't paying all that much attention, but I did hear that they did that where they kept the match going and then they aired a commercial, but then they still restarted the match after the commercials were over, which is kind of stupid. But I didn't catch that, so it didn't affect me.
But at least you're trying. I give them credit. I don't.
I'm sure the advertisers
WWE. I don't shit on
like
them.
it.
If they're trying, I
would assume the advertisers don't like it, but if they keep it to a minimum of maybe 2 times a show, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. No, I'm all for that. Good for them. Good for them. In fact, Pacey, I think next time I'm watching WWE, I might start coming.
And going in this week's Comings and Goings.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Well, some of these we can just kind of skim through now because I fucked it all up.
Yeah, it's okay. You're good at doing that. I love you for fucking shit up.
Hey, it still keeps the show right on track, though.
Damn right.
So, yeah, Johnny Impact lost to X Division champion Rich Swann at Slammiversary, as we all know. And according to PW Insider, that was his end of his current run with the Canadian company. Johnny's contract reportedly expired several weeks ago, but as professionals do, the two sides agreed that he would work through Slammiversary to finish his storyline with Swann.
That's pretty cool for a company and a wrestler to do.
Especially somebody like Impact who could just be ego-driven and say, fuck you, I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
The 39-year-old is currently a free agent and is still free to negotiate or sign with any other promotion, but he is still in talks with Impact about continuing their working relationship. He is married to current Impact Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie, who believed to be signed through the end of the year. This sure would make a major loss for Impact.
You know, I never know what's going on with Johnny Impact. He does whatever is best for his bank account, and that's
the man of 1,000 names.
That's what he should do. Yeah, that's what he should do. I think, personally, he should stay with Impact and be one of the top guys, but I could easily see, as I said to you, Pasty, this isn't new. I could see Johnny Elite showing up in AEW.
Yeah, I don't see that so much, but I could see him going back home to the WWE, and maybe not going right to WWE, but going to NXT. And then maybe being a trainer. I think he's still got a lot in his tank.
He's
got a lot in his tank, but I think his value there would be unfathomable.
Oh, truly.
I also would love to see Johnny Nitro versus Johnny Gargano for the title of Johnny Wrestling.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a ball tickler right there, isn't it?
It fucking builds itself.
It does.
But another major loss for the company, Pasty, according to F4W Online, Slammiversary was LAX's final match with Impact as well. Although officially the duo remained under contract until August, and it would be available for Impact's tapings this month in Windsor, Canada. They are booked to be there, so we possibly could still see them there and they could re-sign with them. It's been noted both WWE and AEW have interest in signing Santana and Ortiz.
For good reasons.
Oh, yeah. For sure. WWE, they are looking to pick up as much talent as possible, and of course, AEW, we know, is focused on continuing to build its tag team division, and LAX is one of the best today. Pasty, they are 4-time Impact World Tag Team Champions, the longest reigning tag team champions at 261 days, and the longest combined tag team champions at 662 days in that entire company.
That's huge. I want to see them go to All Elite. We might not got Moxley and Janela, Mox and Janela in a match together, tag teaming, but I would love to see Mox and Janela versus LAX. I would love to see the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks and LAX in a 3-way tag match. There is so many layers of insanity you could build off of with LAX in AEW. And honestly, I don't see them going to WWE just for the reason of Conan.
To be honest, I want to see them stay in Impact Wrestling because obviously LAX was born in Impact Wrestling, and I think it belongs there and it thrives there. But anywhere that they can show off their skills, I'm 100% for. So go right ahead.
And let's face it, I think by now they deserve more than what Impact is probably paying them.
Well, it depends on what anybody else is willing to pay them, I guess. But talking about paying people, yeah, Pasty, Impact made a pretty ballsy move on this last Slammiversary that we started talking about.
Yes.
What happened there?
Well, Rhino appeared and delivered a gore, or at least a masked man with the physique of Rhino appeared and delivered a gore. But Rhino is still under a non-complete cause with WWE and is actually listed under their active roster. And I think what it is he's still signed to WWE. That was fun. I think he's still signed to WWE, and if he lets his contract go out, he wouldn't be under a non-complete clause because he fulfilled his contract. But yeah, that was ballsy as fuck on his part, appearing under a mask and delivering a gore for a company that is not the one he's legally bound to at the time.
Yeah, pretty ballsy on Impact's part as well.
Granted, do you see WWE to throw a lawsuit over Rhino? No. I mean, to be petty, yes. And they would if it was AEW, but I don't think they will if it's Impact.
Probably not. But, God, that's still like, why wouldn't you just wait?
Yeah, right. And why wasn't it Moose?
I get it.
Why wasn't it Moose? If Moose is the guy who's got a problem with ECW guys, why the fuck didn't he attack Moose after Moose beat RVD?
Yeah,
did he show up late? He showed up late, so they're like, "Oh, you're gonna." I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's really weird. Like, you know what? I love Rhino, but I wouldn't risk legal ramifications.